tell us about the importance of music in the movie.
Actually, it was already mentioned also in the interview. Music is for me very important. I use the music as a soundtrack of my own life, more or less. And so I listened to music that was associated with all the space experience that I had as a kid, music from documentaries, etc. And I used a lot of Vangelis. He's known, a lot of people know it already without realizing the moment who is making the music, because it's in a lot of movies, of course, in lots of documentaries. It was always associated with space flight. So I thought, okay, if you're in space, you're working very hard. Every minute is filled, but then you are on your own, you put your music on, and then I want to go back in the boy's dream. The dream of being in space, the astronaut, and the reality is hard work. So sometimes you put the music on and then you're back in your own fantasy, your own dream. And I use that music for it. So that's what I also want I want to bring the people along. When I saw a beautiful planet, coral reefs, etc., and at night, at day, like beautiful, you will see it all. And then with the same music I heard. So that was very important, and I thought, okay, I'm going to use the music of Vangelis. I used 40 tracks of his oeuvre. Listen to everything. I could have made a movie of 4 hours because there was so much beautiful music.
It's only 6, no worries.
So I selected that for every different scene. So it's very strong music for a launch and very serene for if you fly over a snowy mountains, etc. So that's what I wanted to do, and I want to bring people along with it.
So you could say that your movie is an ode to the earth, but it's also an ode to the music of Vangelis,
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
Now there is one little musical surprise in your movie.
Yes.
And it's a Dutch DJ.
Yes.
He's actually here, so let's call him on stage and then you can explain where he is in your musical soundtrack, right? Give it up for Armin van Buuren! He's not playing, right? Completely different guy.
First time you see him in a suit.
Yeah. So André, tell me, where is Armin van Buuren in your live soundtrack?
Well, it's nice to look out the window with beautiful music, but we heard also before that you have to exercise 2 hours per day. Because if you're in space, you float, you don't use your muscles, you don't put tension and pressure on your bones, so you become very weak. So we have to exercise a lot in space. And then, of course, then you are on a treadmill, you look at the wall, so it's nice to have some nice music on. And I used the music for Armin. He actually sent one of his versions of communication to me in space.
Really?
So that was great. And then I thought, okay, I want to let the people also hear the music I made.
Yeah.
Therefore, I wanted to do something in the film also with it. Now, all the images in the film is real footage. Some is unsharp, some is high definition, but it's all real footage. But there is one scene, and that is very special because these are images made by my colleague Don Pettit. Yeah, he's now in space actually again, and he made this long exposure.
Okay.
So every light of a ship or a city or a star becomes a stripe, and it creates a very psychedelic effect. So it's real footage, but in a very different way. So I thought, okay, I want to do something with the music as well, and that's how I came in to do something with Armin.
That's where you found this is specifically for Armin. So Armin, do you have anything with space beyond the fact that André listens to your music?
Yeah. My parents, my brother were here today as well. They can tell you that I've always been a massive fan of space. Dreamed as a little kid about space. And I think space and trance music, the music that I love most, is pretty similar. You know, a lot of my tracks have references to space. So, you know, when André asked me this, I was just like, wow, I can't believe it. The highlight actually was that in 2021, right in the middle of COVID, to prepare for this movie, André asked me to join him for a trip to Paris. And we went with our COVID certificates. We went across the border, and I had the honor and the privilege to meet one of the founding fathers of what we now call electronic music, Mr. Vangelis. And this is always one of the things I'll always remember, because he was one of the reasons why I started doing what I do now. And it humbles me, the fact that André asked me to do this. Unfortunately, he passed away, which was a sad tragedy, but I think tonight we're also playing a tribute to Vangelis. his music is unprecedented still to this day. And I hope if you guys don't know his music that you go and check it out because I can say that. So I made an interpretation of one of his works, which for me was a little delicate because I respect his music so much. But I think you can clearly hear when my track is coming.
I know that Vangelis heard the movie and his music in the movie.
Yes.
Did he listen to your music as well?
Yes.
And when you're like nervous,
I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe.
He was very pleased with this whole cooperation because I talked with him from space, from the station. He was playing piano, and I was showing him the Earth from space, so that was beautiful. Then I showed him 95% of the movie, and he said, "You made my day." All these old tracks used in different scenes, and then of course Pulsar, because that's the song you created, newly created. Yeah, that's a fantastic scene in the movie.
I think we should watch it.
Watch it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen and watch Beyond. Have fun. Thank you.